Hi everyone, welcome to William Maranci's depressing as fuck mashup review. It's been a horrible past few weeks. My Bandcamp was taken down, had some fights on Twitter that basically I should have known better and just not involved myself in. I've just been really lonely and sad. I kind of want to quit mashups altogether some days. And about my Bandcamp, I get why it was taken down. It was against Bandcamp's terms and conditions. But at the same time, I am worried about all the other mashup accounts out there. And I'm worried about sample-based music in general. Because there's a demand for it. And there's something truly transformative and magical about pretty much every mashup I've ever heard. Even the ones that don't really get the job done in terms of execution, they still make an entirely different song to me. And I think once we get some people in Congress, some young people who understand the power of mashups and mashup culture and plunderphonics, we'll have a better world with all of this. Maybe fair use will actually be defended a little bit more. So, with all that depressing shit out of the way, let's get right into some mashups. So, if you want to give your boy $1 on Patreon, that's right, $1 minimum, and you will get a mashup that you like or don't like, just a mashup of your choice reviewed, or you can have a mashup you've made reviewed. Alright, let's see what we got first. First things first, I'm the realist. Alright. First we have alright, let me see if I pronounce this correctly. This is by This is by Ewan DeVoe. This one was made by me. I got inspired from listening to your works. Hope to see it in a mashup review. This is your lucky day. Let's listen. So that was Ariana Grande featuring Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, and the song is called Thank You Blink. I thought the mixing was pretty good. Vocals might have been a tad loud in parts, but I thought it blended pretty well with the beat. Most of it worked melodically, and there was some nice chopping up of the words, with the don't sweat all the small things, kind of sentence mixing. I like that. With a little more quantizing and getting the songs really on the Ariana Grande beat, this could go a super long way. I really respect this mashup, and the cover art, it's pretty great. The person on the cover of Enema of the State instead of Ariana, I really like that. It's a good mashup. Good job. Who is our next victim? I see you do mashup reviews. It says Hard Scoop. Let's go. Sticky by Cassius Clay. Let's see what we got. Alright. So that was Sticky by Cassius Clay. I thought it was perfectly executed. The Doja Cat song is on the beat. I do not know what the instrumental is. I wish I did. But everything seems to be in order. The acapella might need a little more reverb, but overall it sounds legit. I just wish it was longer. I wish there was more. And I wish that rappers like Doja Cat rapped on beats like these. Alright, next victim. Cool Boy. I was gonna wait till I finished my album to post on SoundCloud again, but Diplo retweeted me. That's very nice. Thank you, Diplo. That was very nice of you. Livin' La Sicko Loca. Cool. can't believe it. I didn't love that. Like, the beginning part worked perfectly, but then when the beat switch happens, Travis Scott's vocals were way too loud. Some of the reverb, like on the transition from the first part to the second part, was really cool. But I don't know, it just sounded really like thrown together. And the Sicko Mode part lasted way too long. The part where it went into Jimmy Eat World, I don't know, just felt a little too long. I'm not usually a fan of like super long songs that don't like progress fast enough. I'm an impatient guy, I know. But it's alright. Like, I get what it was doing, but it just wasn't entirely for me. But thank you for your submission, Selsamos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Selsamos. Next up, we got... Alright. Hey, William. Here's a submission for the review. I wasn't sure if I wanted to send a more silly mashup or one I just liked, so I picked the best compromise of both of those. Hope you like it. From Talking Carcass 8. I didn't know carcasses could talk, but cool. Let's hear it. Okay. Talking Carcass 8. Sydney Whopper, Metal Gear Solid 3. Honestly, those two songs were not at the same tempo. They were not in the same key. But I do think make it so the Sydney Whopper song is at the same tempo as the Metal Gear Solid song. Let's see what the Sydney Whopper BPM is. So it's around 120 BPM. Definitely do some trial and error, because sometimes it might not be exactly 120, but I don't know, play around with those two songs. I definitely think with a little practice, you can totally do this. You can totally like make fulfilling mashups, because you know, it's a creative idea to mash up a video game song with Sydney Whopper. Like, look into like what tempos the songs are, what keys they're both in, and just play around with them. Someday I think you'll be really good. Someday I think you'll be a great mashup artist. I think there's a little bit more work to be done here, but don't sweat it. What now? We got Matt Austin, friend of the channel. We have a mashup of Tupac and Queen featuring David Bowie. Queen featuring David Bowie, Being Under Pressure, that song. It's a good song. Alright, let's see. Alright. All About Pressure. Queen, David Bowie, and Tupac mashup. I thought the mixing was really good. Like, fit together perfectly in terms of like the sound design and the mix. And when the Tupac vocals came back in, vocals were blended well there too, with the Queen and David Bowie. My only real complaint is that it wasn't really quantized all that much, and I do think that with a little bit more quantizing so it fits the instrumental of the Tupac song would be great. And another minor nitpick, but the Tupac instrumental doesn't really switch up all that much. I don't know the original Tupac song, so that might have been the original instrumental, but overall, it's a start, and I like it. But I think with a little bit more tweaking on the BPM front, I think it could be like a masterpiece. We got one more. Thank you all for supporting the Patreon. So Steven Zambotti, or Zambotti. I can't pronounce names to save my life. I mean, and my name is pretty hard to pronounce too. Maranci. Yeah, Maranci. Hi, I'm a fairly new fan. Very good stuff, sir. Anyway, tough call, but this one's largely the fan favorite. Thanks, man. Hope you enjoy it. Let's check it out. Will Smith and a Knuckles theme from a Sonic game. Now, I grew up with Sonic Heroes, and I've only played like the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, and Sonic Heroes, so I don't know exactly what song this is, but let's check it out. Right, that was Wild Wild Knuckles. So, overall, I think the parts with Will Smith and the Knuckles instrumental are fire. My one issue is that when it switches up, the songs are not in the same key. Will Smith rapping, since there's no real key to his rapping, is fine over the instrumental to the Knuckles song, but doesn't really work when it's the other way around with the sung vocals from whatever the other song is over the Wild Wild West instrumental. But a full mashup with just the Will Smith rapping, I think that would be great. That would be awesome. Alright, good mashup review today. This kind of perked me up. I'm glad. I am very happy that, I'm getting used to everything. Like, life's been a little difficult lately. I haven't really been myself, but I'm slowly gaining my, my normal self back. But, thank you all for watching, and if you want to give your boy $1, patreon.com/William A. Maranci. Don't you forget it! Minimum of $1 will get you a mashup review and just DM with the mashup. Alright. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.